you can see that 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours a day, 2 days, one. In fact, 1 year can be running as long as there is constant supply of voltage into the motor, and as long as the motor is not done. Hello YouTubers, once again welcome to today's production. This is Free LST channel. Well, thank you for your subscription to the channel and also for your contribution. So far so good, we've been in how to design a free generator. For some time now, we have been discussing how you can achieve a maximum capacity of free energy using a one electric motor system. That is how you can combine generators, as 1 or 2 or 3 generators combined, and being powered with only one electric motor for you to achieve a result of 190 or 80 kilowatts. 80,000 kilowatts of electricity. So I've made a video on that. I explained different strategy you can do that, and also different steps. For those of you who are new in this channel, I will advise you to go to the playlist, and also you will find this on that. Today I am looking at another important and crucial area, which many of my subscribers had asked questions, and this are area that has been very, very pertinent, very, very important. They always keep complaining of switch over, change over, power off, and each time they design energy and they want to change over from external power source to internal power supply, the generator off. That is where I have to bring this, how to solve power off problem. I use 15 kVA generator, which is this one. How to solve this power off problem? What is the problem? What do we, because some people ask questions in this area. Say, sir, each time I design, I want to switch off, this will be a problem I'm facing. And that is why I want to discuss and also show some what you do to solve that problem. This is the part B, the second B. The electric motor started working. Then, as this generator is plugged in, voltage already has been circulated here. Remember, as this started rotating, this bulb started lighting. There's light on the bulb to tell that the current is already flowing. The bulb will indicate that there is current in this now. So that's why it lights. So, and this plug now has been plugged in, is show that the voltage now, the voltage from the generator has been transferred to the socket. That is the simplicity about it. The voltage in the socket has been transferred. Now, the issue now is how do we now keep the voltage? How do we now keep these two machines running without the influence? Because remember, this is running. These two generators are this electric motor and the generator. They are working because of this external power. Because there is voltage flow outside to this socket here. Now, how do we now keep these two equipment running without having this external power supply? To make it full LS. To make it what? Full LS. That is why it says full LS generator, to make it full LS. If without this remove, it's not more fuel generator. It can't be fuel generator. It is only fuel LS or free energy if this cable is removed. That is one of the things you know. If this cable is not removed, it's not full, but it will run. It will run. This can run 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours a day, 2 days, one. In fact, 1 year can be running as long as there is constant supply of voltage into the motor, and as long as it's not damaged. If someone the motor is not damaged, the voltage was. I know some people ask questions: how long does this generator run? The generator can run as long as possible. Can run 1 year, 2 years, if possible, 10 years, as long as this electric motor is not damaged or overheated. So let's take a note for those of you ask for a question. So now, if now this is now as this one is being disconnected and then block here, so you can take a look at it. Now it's blocking. This is where most of you have issue. This is where most of you have issue. This is where the problem always comes, and that's where I'm discussing today. Now, as you can see here, this cable was removed from here in a very fast speed and connect here. What is it telling you? Because the voltage from here is already circuited in this socket. Therefore, as this is removed from here and put here, the motor is now having its supply in the socket, not more in here. I don't know whether you get it. The voltage now supply is no more from external power. It's not more from this power that comes from outside this power. It's not more here. Now the voltage of that's the supply to this motor is now taken from where? From this generator, which is what you are seeing it now. Let's continue to stick it. That is it. As now, as even that one has been removed, the system is still on the run. It's still running. Why the other supply, external supply has been removed? The voltage from this generator entered this socket, and then this one now we plug here is cutting. Now let me come in now, because this is where the main problem comes now. Many people, when they are about to remove from this external supply to the internal, which is what are coming, exactly what you saw, as zone will remove and put here, then this one starts supplying. The generator will completely switch off. That is where that's where this comes. Power off problem. When this, as long as you disconnect from the external power supply to internal power supply, which is this one, the generator, the motor will just stop. I've asked some people have asked me that kind of questions, so that's what they are facing. And how do they solve this kind of problem? That each time they want to know that's a connect from here and put here, the power goes off completely. Now I want to tell you one thing. You see what is being done? While this is running, you quickly remove this thing from the socket, as from external supply, quickly and put it here. You not notice this, you not notice the change. That is how fast it is. Because if you are not fast in changing over, the supply of this will cease. But let me just tell you another idea, because some of you may not have that idea. Let me just bring you another idea which I know to help you out. Do you know you can also connect this cable. You can also connect this cable. Yes, it's connect here, and then tap these two cables to this power supply. While this is already connected, this one is also connected to the external power supply. Then you switch off this one when supply is already coming. Supply already entering this. As you plug in here, the voltage will continue to run. As it's running, you now switch off this one, because already this generator has already given supply to the socket. I don't know where somebody understands what I try to explain. The supply here are already, this supply will already be there, give it to this one. So you can just switch off this one and this current still flow. That is a simple secret. I believe this alone worth more than enough. For those of you who are confused on this area, I believe this is a simple secret I can tell you. Why this is still, you have already understand that this is what you're having. Yeah, this is a problem you're having, and you can tap out now. You can tap out these two cable, tap here, tap here to the external supply. The external supply is running. This is also entered here. So as the voltage entered here, as you can see now, the voltage also entered here, and the oil, you now do some secret thing there. You switch off this one outside off, and then allow this to also to supply, get this supply. It's a simple secret. With this, the issue of having power switch off issue solved. You can see with this, you can see generator is on continuous. And as long as this generator is running, as you can see, as long as it's still running, the supply remains constant. You keep seeing the supply, you still having a supply, because there is no stop on the generator. There's no stop, as you can see, there's no stop in the generator. So therefore, the supplies, you can use it to work, use it to do what you want to do. As you can see there, you can practice it when to start it. You can use it to do your work, cut it to cut, and the supply is still there. It does not affect it, because the voltage here is still supplying. There's no something, there's no, as you can see, there's no hiding something, there's nothing hidden here. You can say, oh, they are putting something behind. There's no cable buried on the ground. There's no cable buried on the ground. It's just a wood system. So it's as simple as that. There's no cable on the ground. So, oh, I think they're hiding cable somewhere. There's no cable on the ground. You can see that the whole thing is just, there's no cable on the ground. But the system is still constantly on run. It's still working because of simple techniques. And that is how you can solve the problem of power off, which most of you have been complaining about. You can do it with almost any, you can connect anything you want to connect there, and you can drill anything you want to drill. As you can see here, you can power your fridge, you can power your AC, depending on the capacity of your AC, and also you can use it to do so many things. So this is the simplest method you can use to solve this power off problem which most of you are facing. So what am I going to say? Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, because that is the only way you can promote the channel and keep this production going. Don't forget to subscribe. And number 2, don't also forget to share this video to your friends, because sharing this video, you are not only helping the channel to grow, you are also helping your friend to understand these simple techniques, and also save the cost of that man's expenses, and also make the world a better place. Because if you do that, you are helping somebody else, just like way I'm also giving the idea free of charge. You are also, you are not, it means you're not stingy to help others. You also help others to have good thing you have learned. Thank you once again. Don't forget to go press the bell or subscribe or give a thumb until we see another again on the next production coming up very soon. Thank you.